Hi guys, welcome to Quarantine Kitchen with Romy Gill. In this series, we are going to show you how to raid your cupboard and make delicious recipes without panic buying in your house with your family, eating and sharing recipes together. In today's episode, I'm going to show you how to make fried rice. It's something very, very dear to my heart because I grew up in West Bengal and we had a lot of Chinese people from there who came from Tibet and a lot of Tibetans as well, and Burmese people. So this is for them because I grew up eating on momos and fried rice. And my hairdresser used to be Chinese as well. She actually showed me how to make this because they kind of picked onto the cuisine things from India, and the thing that they brought with them, it kind of emerged. It's a beautiful coagulation of two different cultures into one beautiful dish. And mind it, that style of cooking in India, which is Chinese food in India, you will not get in China. You will only get it in India, and it's one of the best. So I'm going to put some oil. And also, we're so lucky in UK that we do forget that how multicultural we are, and it's one of the best countries to live in, and how people do come together in the time of need. We can say a lot of different things, but in time of need, people do come together. And I have to tell you, I have been living in this country for such a long time, and I love it. This is my homeland, and of course, I'm born and brought up in India. My daughters are born here, but this is my homeland now, So the first is the cumin, which I love, and now you guys are going to keep that in your store cupboard. And this time I'm using red onions. I grew up in India with red onions. So red onions we use for cooking, and the white ones we used to, and the red, for a lot of salads. A lot of spring onions as well. Sadly, I don't have any spring onions, but if you have spring onions at home, do use them, but don't throw the green bits because they are the best bits. Use the green bits of spring onions, not just the white. I love the color of red onions. They are so good. And in Bengal, while growing up, we had this Hakka community, Hakka San. We have a very good restaurants there on the Park Street in West Bengal. In Calcutta, we have some fantastic, beautiful restaurants. So in went the ginger. I grated the ginger again, but you can slice it or chop it. I find that when you grate the ginger, I think the juices come out more and it's more flavoursome. So we're going to let the onions cook a little bit, not too long, okay? And I'm going to quickly, see if you find ginger like that, but stringy, just don't throw it away. You can make your tea as well. Make ginger tea, your own homemade ginger tea. I'm going to add some chilies now. Green chilies add so much flavor to the fried rice than the red powdered chilies, I prefer them in the fried rice than anything else. So I'm going to stir that in. So what here, I want to show you guys, I've got the basmati rice soaking in cold water, never in hot water. So it's just cold water soaking for 20 minutes. And then we're going to drain this water, not use that water, and then use hot water when we're going to make the fried rice, okay? And then I'm going to add frozen peas. You might have tin peas, you might have frozen peas. So these are the frozen peas. I just washed it, and but a handful of frozen peas. Do you know what you can also do? Add some sweet corn as well. The sweet corn, if you have anything in the freezer or tin, you can add sweet corns to it. You can add any kind of vegetables you have, leftover vegetables. It's the best dish to make with the leftover vegetables. And of course, if you love prawns or chicken, just add those ingredients at this point now, and then let it cook together. Now is the important bit, is the salt. So I'm going to add a little bit of salt in there. Mix it. And then another ingredient is, I haven't gone for the fresh garlic. So I'm just going to put a little bit of garlic salt in it. I love garlic salt. I'm just going to, silly me, just half a teaspoon of garlic salt. I made a mess of it here, so don't be like me. Open it. If sometimes what happens with garlic salt, it sticks. sticks together. So the best trick is to open it and then take it out. So mix it. Oh, I love the smell of garlic. I can't wait for you guys to make this at home. It's so delicious. So it's a whole bowl of comfort, and also this is a dish that should be eaten on its own, nothing else. And also India is a place where biryanis are really famous. So here we're going to add about 3 teaspoons of dark soya sauce. So that's why, guys, you need to be very, very careful when you're adding salt, because you've added salt a bit and soya sauce has salt. So be very careful when you're adding that to it. So look at that, how beautiful caramelized it is. And my mom used to add a little bit of pinch of honey to it, but I'm not adding honey. So no more other spices. We're not going to add any other spices to it. Lower the temperature. So here I have some soaked uncooked rice, which I soaked for about 20 minutes in cold water, never in hot water, because then hot water starts cooking it. So I know this pan is deep, but I can't wait to show you guys how it looks. It looks beautiful, beautiful green, red and dark caramelized onions with soya sauce. Nearly there. You can obviously do it easier way. You can sieve it and drain the water. That's it. I'm doing it Indian way. Less washing to do. So there you guys. I want to show you. Look how beautiful that looks. So this is the trick, which is very, very important, where people make rice really sticky. So what I did earlier, soaked 2 mugs of basmati rice, level 2 mugs, and just soaked in cold water. We don't need to measure the quantity there. But because we have been soaking the rice, we need to add less water. So I've got some hot water. So I am not, if I didn't soak, I would be using 4 mugs of water, but here I'm going to use 3 mugs of water. Three mugs of water. So now we're going to bring it to a boiling temperature. We need to bubble it. Once it's gone to bubble, then we're going to put a lid to it and bring it down and cook on a really low temperature. That's the trick. So the trick is soak the rice in cold water, measure it. So make sure you're measuring it either with a cup or mug or whatever you want. Measure the quantity you want to cook. Then soak it in cold water about 20 minutes, and then never in hot water. And then you're going to make sure the right quantity of water, the hot water, you're going to add to the rice when you're cooking, and then bring it to boil. And then once it's boiled, bring it down the temperature, cover it with a lid so it cooks with the steam. So you're going to put the lid on and let it cook on a low temperature. I'm just going to check it because it's induction hob. Oh, this is looking great. If only you guys could taste it. I can't wait to taste it. Yum, yum. Literally 1 more minute and it's done. It's amazing. I'm just chopping some fresh coriander to just decorate it on the top. I actually don't like decorating. I might little bit mix in the rice before I'm going to serve and then sprinkle on the top to look really pretty. I'm just going to close the hob now. I know it's done. Switch it off. There you go. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit in there. I so wish you guys could smell this at home. I'm gonna, beautiful. It's a bowl of healthy, beautiful bowl of healthy food. And rice, everybody has that in cupboard. So if you have brown rice, I would recommend you to be careful with the ratio of water because it takes more water. Brown rice, and it takes time to longer cook as well. My daughters love wild rice, so I make sometimes with wild rice, but the quantity of water is like 4 times more than you would require for basmati rice. So I just wanted to show you guys. I'm going to move this here. In this time of panic and distress people are going through, this is an amazing, amazing, delicious bowl of comfort, and I can't wait to dig in. I wish you guys at home could taste this. Do make it, because everybody has rice in their cupboard. Seriously, it's so good. Thank you everyone for watching Romy's Quarantine Kitchen. If you watched it, please give a thumbs up or a comment below. And if you haven't subscribed the channel, do go and subscribe it if you're not already subscribed it.